Eisen. I's got a letter for yous.
A letter?
Did you get a reply to that letter you sent? What's it say? What's it say?
I love how this
I
damn
know
place is supposed to
everything
be the
that you've
hideout,
done.
and yet I'm more lost in
Repent
here
for
than
your
I am
horrendous
anywhere else.
deeds, you monster.
What did you do, Eisen?
Damn it!
No idea. There's no sender written on here either.
Who would write something so awful?
Who cares? If I gave a damn about other people's feelings, I wouldn't be a pirate.
I suppose that's true.
Forget about it. What's the status of the other stuff?
The Palmier made it just fine. But we've run into some troubles finding the Nordals. My deepest apologies.
What are Nordals?
Nordals used to be given out by Empyrean temples. If you collect a set of 4, you'd find happiness. Oh, so they said. Nowadays, there's only 4 left. Red, blue, green, and black. Even worse, nobody hardly knows nothing about them.
Dolls of the Empyreans. Do you think they're like that one we saw of Aminoch in that shop in Isolt?
Kind of. But these are less gloomy looking and more, how can I describe it?
Something like a quiet radiance?
A quiet radiance. That's perfect!
I think I get it.
I'd never have pegged you as a collector of religious claptrap, Eisen. Think they'll help keep the Reaper away?
Probably not. But in the off chance they actually work, they'll keep her safe.
Hey, that letter Eisen sent off earlier was addressed to a woman, wasn't it?
Our little Laffy set is growing up.
No, I wasn't implying she was his girlfriend. Her writing just seemed more mature, and...
It's nothing like that. She's my younger sister.
I didn't know you had a sister.
She's the only family I have left. She and I live apart for various reasons.
I'm guessing your death curse is one of them, huh?
Mogiloo!
So that's why. I'd be happy to help you look for those dolls, Eisen.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Thanks.
I saw Benwick and the other crew members get into a serious fight over whether cats or dogs were better.
Oh boy.
I don't get what the big deal is.
I can't believe you could say such a thing! No conflict is more perilous than the one that has dogged mankind since the dawn of civilization! In the shadow of every war are the battles of dog lovers and cat lovers. Between each side lies a divide, maybe not all that deep, but unbridgeable all the same. I'd say we're lucky that the squabble you saw didn't escalate into anything more serious.
I had no idea it was such a big deal. So what side do all of you fall on?
I am, without a doubt, a cat person. Cats and witches have a long history together.
Personally, I prefer dogs because they can cohabit with humans while following rules. But I like cats too, because they're cute.
What about you, Rokuro?
Shigure liked cats, so I don't.
Yeah,
But I
fuck
like
Eleanor.
dogs even less. Always
Dog
wagging
lover.
their tails for their masters.
I feel the same way. Dogs will trade anything for food. Learning tricks, wagging their tails, getting friendly, and in time, even forgetting to howl.
I think that's too cynical. Dogs make efforts to please humans so that we can live together. They're friendly and compassionate creatures.
Then does that make you a cat person, Eisen?
Actually, I like
I
squirrels
like
best.
squirtles.
When I lived with my sister, the nearby forest had lots of nice, fluffy squirrels that would let me pet them.
This isn't about squirrels. It's about cats and dogs. You have to pick a side.
If I had to choose, yeah, it'd be cats. There's something lovable about the way they act, especially when you spoil them. Reminds me a lot of my sister.
What about you, Velvet? Cats or dogs?
Dogs. They don't betray you.
You always have to be
Yeah,
so
fuck you,
serious,
Velvet.
don't you?
So Velvet and Eleanor like dogs, while Mogiloo and Eisen prefer cats.
And Rokuro doesn't care for either one. That makes you our tiebreaker, kiddo. The fate of this showdown is in your hands.
It is?
Now that you're no longer the Abbey's dog, perhaps you're thinking of being one for Velvet's column?
What has that got to do with anything? We're just talking about which animal we like.
If you're getting so angry over this, he's going to have no choice but to pick dogs.
I just told you.
No more fighting!
This is clearly getting out of hand. So why don't you all agree that you're Bienfu people and make up already?
And what makes you special enough to have Bienfu people?
Because I can be loyal like a dog, but also do my own thing like a cat. If you pick me, everybody wins. I don't think it works that way.
Like, aren't we having an important objective or something? No. Not at all. We're talking about cats and dogs. My god. What the fuck? Go home. Solid, it's nutmeg. I'm Santa. Sure. Works. They did all the things I want. Go home.
Eh.
Beat the game yet?
No.
Damn.
Wish. Oh, wait, did you get this thing in that area in order to surf in town?
Oh.
It was
I
like to the
walked by
right.
it.
As soon as you walk in, it's just like to the right of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see it.
Going.
You need to surf through it as cool Eisen, so you could show off in front of all the people your sick tricks.
I have a headache.
You always have a headache.
Oh, this one's really bad. Most of the time they go away after like an hour, and this one's not. And I took medicine, and it didn't help. Helped that everyone
Oh.
keeps yelling in my ear.
Eh. There you go. Now look at you, all cool like, surfing through.
Help! I was cool for 5 seconds. Back to Tatiana.
I guess a dragon was a bit much to take on, even for the Reaper. You should get some rest.
We all should. I'll just get the crew started on readying the ship for our next departure.
All right, you go do that. Laphicet, you should get some rest too.
I'm fine. It's more important that I focus on finding an actual Therian this time. I'm going to take another try at sensing the Earth Pulse points.
You're as stubborn as ever, Fee.
God damn it! It's just, isn't he hot in that thing?
I thought something was happening for you. I wasn't paying attention.
No, I looked over and I saw it was a pink, cuddly man. It's like it just stands out because I keep looking over to see what parts you're at, and it's just, he's there, all fluffy like.
Kuragane, let me ask you something.
More complaining, is it?
Come on, don't be like that. Every time I turn around, Velvet or one of the pirates is telling me to go make some delivery to some island. I can never get a break.
Isn't that just a sign they think you're a dependable guy?
Maybe, but I don't see them sending you off on errands. It's like they take one look at your face and decide to leave you alone.
I don't have a
I
face.
don't have a face.
Oh, right, sorry. The slip of the tongue.
Maybe you just don't know how much work I do around here. It's more than you think. Anything to do with iron, I do it. Making tools, repairing things. What do you take me for? Some kind of cheeky freeloader?
I don't even have
I don't
cheeks.
even have cheeks.
I know, I love this conversation.
You're too funny. But doesn't it ever annoy you to have all these kids giving you orders?
I've spent my entire life thinking of nothing but forging swords. It's been centuries since I've interacted with youngsters like them. They can be a hassle, but at least it's a new hassle.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first. So I went along with whatever they asked. But I've been too nice, so they keep pushing work onto me. Maybe if I hadn't been so helpful, they would have stayed out of my face like they stay out of yours.
I
don't have a face.
A face.
That's not the point. Aren't you even listening to what I'm saying here?
You need to make up your mind. You and I got on this ship alongside these people, who are putting themselves in great danger in order to live the lives of their choosing. If you don't like it, then go on and get off this ship with your tail between your legs.
Yeah, except
I don't have a
tail
tail
now.
right now.
Was that supposed to grow back?
I don't know. I don't think it was really planned to grow back.
'Cause when she chopped it off, they were making jokes about being able to sell it and whatnot. But
He doesn't grow back.
yeah, so it's just like what, like this open wound forever? How is he not bleed? I have so many questions.
He burned his tail so it never bleeds.
All right.
And put salt in it. No.
Yes.
Opiate's amount of salt. I'm so alone. But, I don't know where I'm going. I went that way. Just sitting alone. All alone.
Don't push yourself too hard now, Laphicet. You hear me?
I hear you. I told everyone I could find the Therians, but I've only sent us to the
Oh.
wrong places. Aizen, is there any way to boost Amalok's powers?
I guess it's okay for me to tell you this. The majority of Malakim today have their consciousnesses sealed away to be used as mere tools for the exorcists. But originally, Malakim were beings who received prayers from people, and in return bestowed their blessings upon nature and mankind.
So you're saying that when humans pray to Amalok, the Malak receives great strength?
Yes, in general at least. Some Malakim, like me, buck the system and bring about misfortune rather than divine grace.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But who would ever pray to me?
Maybe you didn't lead us to any Therians, Fee, but it's not like we came back empty-handed. We found orichalcum to use against Shigure, and we also learned we can hold our own against a dragon.
Velvet.
So where should we go next, Fee?
Northgand! There's a big Earth Pulse point north of Helavis!
He's so
Works
excited.
for me. Aizen?
We can leave whenever you want. Doesn't matter to me.
And I'm all set. Let's make our way to the harbor.
When I say prayers, I don't mean outright worshipping. All I'm talking about are earnest thoughts and feelings directed at you.
I see. So I'm already receiving prayers then.
I like that when I came down to this dungeon for this cutscene, I just saw Aizen, sunglasses, mustache, and then the cutscene happened. The little dialogue thing. Like, come down here to rest. All of a sudden, I just see Aizen in his fucking outfit. I'm like, oh. Guess I'm not resting here. I guess we'll leave. Welcome to World of Warcraft.
I'm back to questing.
Yay.
I heard she said Polderona gets a dragon.
Yeah.
Didn't you get your ass whooped?
No, we learned that we could hold ourselves against the dragon. I died, but then got resurrected, and then nearly died again. But we held our own. At least it makes sense for John's storyline, because John one-hit the fucking thing.
Wait, for what?
No, when Velvet says that we learned that we could hold our own against the dragon, it's
Yeah.
like, well, makes sense for John, because he one-hit the fucking thing, because he's,
Yeah.
you know, a power that he should not be. And I didn't, and got my ass kicked, so it doesn't make sense in my story.
Yeah, we can hold our own. People died. Tragically.
We almost, I mean, Aizen was pecked by hawks,
Right.
and then...
Aizen's died multiple times from hawk peckings. For an immortal being, you certainly died a lot.
Our next target is north of Helives, near the Faldes ruins. In light of everything we know, I'd say it's highly likely we'll find a Therian there.
Let's hope.
Then we should make our first stop, Port Helives.
With the mischief we got into last time, getting into the city might prove difficult.
Benwick, how are things in Helives right now?
That shipping guild that used to handle our mooring is pretty much toast. But for some reason, the Abbey isn't watching the port as much as they once were. Unfamiliar ships have been hauling in relief supplies, so if we pose as one of the transport ships, I think we can slip in. And if we divert some supplies to an unofficial channel, we might be able to secure a new mooring partner.
Smuggling in relief supplies for our own disaster. Cheeky bastards, aren't we?
It's what'll get us in.
That much is true. It's a plan.
Roger. I'll get right on it.
I always think when he does that pose that he's gonna give me the
What
finger.
fuck is with this conversation?
Hey, Eleanor. Abbey exorcists don't pray to their tethered Malakim, do they?
You mean something besides our oaths?
An oath is a magical formula that grants you power in exchange for binding you to a rule, right?
Yes, though that is simplifying it a bit.
When Malakim receive human prayers, they bestow their blessings upon people and nature. Aizen told me that we Malakim grow stronger when humans pray to us.
Prayers and blessings? I've never heard of that. I used to think the same way as the other exorcists. Malakim are merely tools that allow us the use of arts.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But Inominat is different. The exorcists
that I
all worship
hate
him.
Kamawana.
They have faith in his
Like,
mighty power.
Just a ton.
And not only that, the people of this nation pray to the
The
Empyrean for
fucking
salvation.
girl who sounds like
just
a
as
smoker.
Artorias instructs
I
them.
don't blame you.
Ah, I get it now.
She cries
See the
every
wheels
4
turning,
seconds.
do you, kiddo?
Only 4.
Alright, we get it. You devoured
Artorias
your own
founded
mother.
the Abbey within the
She's only
existing
like
church of
8
8
years old.
so that he could
Yeah,
direct the
right.
people's thoughts towards Inominat. So that even while they lionize Artorias as their savior, they are made aware of Inominat's presence behind him.
Everyone starts believing in Inominat. The prayers of the entire world go to him, becoming his power.
After the centuries-long decline of Empyrean worship, he becomes stronger than anyone today could imagine.
The pieces do fit. Oaths, prayers, blessings, the demon blight. So much in this world is affected by matters of the heart. They hold magical power, both effective and meddlesome.
We are truly going up against the rest of the entire world, aren't we?
Don't look so troubled, Eleanor. I'm gonna do my best to get stronger, so believe in me.
Believe
I am
it.
a
Oh,
Moloch
God.
after all.
Oh,
Oh,
Laufey
God.
said, you've become so brave so quickly.
Have I?
But you're still cute when you get embarrassed.
Hey, why's your face so red?
Huh? My face isn't red.
My face isn't red. Fuck you! Skedaddle. So he's wearing glasses when he reads this. Fuck.
Hey, Eisen. What's it feel like to get a letter?
I don't feel anything, nor do I want or need to. There's no joy in receiving these things.
Huh? Why not?
Don't be so shocked. Look, it's just an invoice from the Turtles. What's the big deal anyway? Do you wish you get letters too?
Yeah. But I don't have anyone to send letters to. Let alone anyone who would send me any.
Laffy said, I've got a letter for you.
What? Really? Who could it be from? The sender is... Bienfu?
Yup. You got a letter from yours truly. I figured you'd be one.
I like how they're just like, remember him? He's still in the party.
So I wrote one up for you.
Right.
What do you think? You're happy, right?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bienfu.
I'll even read it for you. Dear Moloch Laffyset, I hope that this letter finds you in good health and high spirits. Thankfully, I'm doing well myself, with no major changes to report.
Bienfu's taking all this so seriously. It's so rare to actually see him like this.
As you're aware, I've been spending my days ironing Magilu's outfits, sewing
And
her
it's going
buttons,
downhill.
and washing her hat and tremendously long socks. Recently,
What, you thought it was
however,
gonna be a normal
I made
letter?
the mistake
course
of
not.
remarking to her that she might not have
Just
been quite
abuse
as
rant.
slender as she once was in her younger years. She hung me upside down from the roof in the middle of the cold. I nearly became a frozen Normansicle. It was so horrible that I couldn't stop my tears from flowing down my little cheeks. Bien!
You actually write BN in there?
There's the Bienfu we know and love.
Yeah, right.
But
It's
all
just
you
like with a
wrote
bunch
about
of
in that
E's.
letter was yourself. And you even read it out loud yourself.
That's okay. Thanks, Bienfu. It feels nice to get a letter.
That's so kind of you to say.
I think I might
I
cry
might
again.
cry again.
Fuck out. Now go back inside Magilu. Grinding in WoW right now.
All the grinding.
Then I gotta listen to Bienfu.
It's so quiet over here.
I
The
know.
supplies are loaded. We can make...
That was fast.
If we weren't hard workers, we wouldn't be sailors.
Eleanor!
I heard the guy crying, so...
Oh god.
What's wrong,
Oh
Carmina?
yes, you get to hear it.
Skip.
She said she
No.
had a dream
Don't
about her mom.
You gotta listen. It gets better.
When Mommy saw me, she said I looked scary. That
Ah,
she
my
didn't want
headphones are
a
off.
scary little girl like me.
Not this again.
Your mother would never say that, sweetheart.
But how can you be sure?
Well, how do I put it? I know because I know.
You're just lying to make me feel better.
They just hit this child.
Aw, Kamawana.
You gotta
Don't
love that
cry.
cry or that. Like how it just gets louder and louder.
Oh, this is the part I hate about little kids.
I'm not a little kid. I hate you, Velvet. I hate
That's
you.
right, let it all out.
Stop it! Stop it! Mommy!
Eater.
I saw my mommy! She didn't want me!
She managed to cry herself to sleep.
They're not rational creatures. Sometimes
really
you just
can't take
gotta
them
let them cry it
seriously.
out.
You seem used to
You
it.
seem used to it.
I guess you could say that. Laffy usually kept himself together when he was younger. But when he was really little, he had times like this every now and then. And on that note, let's take off all we can.
My liege, Dial, I leave Kamoana in your care.
I'll do what I can, but kids as sweet and honest as her are harder to deal with than corrupt bureaucrats.
I'll just let the griffin eat it.
An outlaw prince and a talking lizard are no replacement for a mother.
I could be a mother. Dial the mom. I did a lizard mom. Ah, snowy. Getting there. Almost done.
I do hope Kamoana isn't crying anymore.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of this game is because of like dialogue and whatnot.
30 hours of it.
How long is it going
Well,
to
I'm
be
just saying,
before
like
you send
in
in another
file
exorcist
size,
to replace
like,
Lady
how much
Teresa?
of the
4
what, like 13
megabytes.
With
gigs?
these demons clamoring at our gates,
My
none of us
God.
feel safe anymore.
All 8-bit
You have
audio.
our deepest sympathies, but we were sent here
Look,
on a different mission.
now Rokuo is warm.
That's what the last exorcist who came here said before leaving for the north.
God, it's all cold
What
and
could be
icy,
up
but
there that's
Roku is
worth
now
all
going to
that
be nice and
attention?
warm here.
Surely we're not all being punished by the Abbey for
Guys
what
thought
happened
I
to
was-
Finally, I knew
Lisa,
putting
are
this
we?
thing on would come in handy. Oh God, you can see it.
That is not the case. Now,
Nice
if you'll
and warm.
excuse us, we have business
I'm
to attend
invisible. No, no, you're not.
Oh, well, this cutscene, I gotta quickly do something.
So the
Why don't you
exorcists
put him into a
are just
swimming
passing through
outfit?
town and heading straight north. Odd.
I had to spray a spider.
Oh.
So I went
Oh.
over to spray it real quick while the cutscene was ending. Now it's gonna crawl around, figure out what to do, and die. It's dead.
That is kind of like all of us.
Ever since the Calamity showed up, everything's just gone to pot, I say.
Calamity?
I mean the demon who barged in and made a mess of our fair city. She's a nasty creature of pure evil, with an arm that eats anything that gets in her way.
Haven't you heard of her? The Calamity's been rampaging across the whole kingdom. Not just his scant few have seen her.
Huh. You don't say.
After the Calamity raised our ships and our port, the shipping guild fell apart, and our trade routes got poached by other ports. It's bad. The town relies on trade to make ends meet.
People are abandoning the city, and our streets are no longer safe. Not to mention the demon blight spreading again. Just the other day, a little kid turned into a demon. Just like that. What a world!
What have the exorcists been doing during all of this?
Well, Lady Teresa was in charge of this region, but she came up short against the Calamity and got a fat demotion for her troubles. Several new exorcists have been reassigned here, but once they arrive, they all traipse right off to the ruins up north.
This has to be Medissa's fault. If she hadn't gone and done something so stupid...
Medissa?
That's enough. This isn't something for outsiders to know.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really worried about what's going to come of this town.
It sounds like Hellafeast isn't what it used to be these days.
We need to ask around and find out more about what's going on here.
Agreed. Especially regarding the Abbey and those ruins. I'm also curious about this Medissa woman.
The ruins part makes sense, since the Earth Pulse point might be there. But why do you care who Medissa is?
Just a hunch. Something tells me she's worth looking into.
You're not gonna look into this Calamity chick? She sounds like a real terror.
Yeah, I think I'll pass. I already know plenty about what makes her tick.
Just...
No, if you got another dialogue, go do it.
Are you all right, Madam Eleanor? Don't let those people get you down.
I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. But could you not do that thing where you blow air on me to dry my tears?
All right, I'll just pat your head then.
That won't be necessary either. But really, things are in a terrible state.
The town burned, the guild ruined, the abbey all but gone. It won't be a functioning port for some time.
You can't fault them for being upset. They had it real good here until we came along. Those Hellavesians were like spoiled children.
How so?
Eloise was once a tiny fishing village. The The bountiful northern seas provided plenty enough fish to sustain their trade. But Flamestone gave them an easy way to get rich. And once they got a taste, they abandoned their old craft.
And now they're paying the price. But I've heard that the cooling temperature has covered half the northern sea in ice drift, making fishing much more difficult.
But the drifting ice carries tiny organisms, enriching the waters where it melts. The fish should be more plentiful than ever.
I suppose you may have a point.
We're ones to talk after what we did, but taking the easy path, then complaining as soon as it gets hard, that seems...
Spoiled, yes.
You said it, Laphicet.
I think my appetite's getting a little overindulgent, too.
That's not a bad thing. Just means you're healthy.
Giant squid come to these waters in this season. Should I ask Benwick to fish some up?
Yeah, and some normal octopuses, too.
Isn't it nice, all this character development? I'm not actually annoyed by it. I just have a horrible fucking headache. I'm like rubbing my head when everyone's talking, just trying to fucking ease the pain.
Massage it out.
Yeah. But the character development, it's like Velvet's being happier at times. Remember when she was just a cold-blooded killer about 10 minutes ago when you started playing? No.
Yeah, right?
She's still that.
Yeah.
Come on. Now she's a happy killer.
Yeah, now she loves what she does.
Yeah, she's like Dexter.
This calamity
Never watched it.
I haven't seen it.
I never finished it.
Well, we've been
Well, it's
waging
like 5
war with the
seasons,
Abbey everywhere we go, and now we're about to take it to a new level.
If we
only
pull the
Dexter
next
I ever
Therian
watched
off of the
was
Earth
the
Pulse
Laboratory.
point, it'll likely be Kamoana's village all over again.
The same devastation?
That was a
Ooh. I wonder
Oh,
if
yeah.
there's something worse than calamity that they can call us.
This is
And
no
a
laughing
really
matter.
terrible game
People
for
turn
the,
into demons in
Game
part
Boy
due to their
Color.
own malevolence.
So you
It's
might
not like
Game
they're
Boy Color.
entirely innocent.
Please
But if
don't.
there's someone out there who's being forced to act as Inominat's mouth, like
Oh, the word
Kamoana
is.
was, isn't saving them the right thing to do?
I cannot argue with that.
I'll show you my Game
You
Boy
don't have to
Advance with the
worry.
light
I'm
attachment.
the one who will devour the barrier. And I'm the one who will do what needs to be done.
Hey, we're gonna do things, because we're a sick son of a bitch. Man, it's cold. I should wear my tattered clothing from when I was a prisoner.
Oh, that girl's not wearing any clothes in winter. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, whatever.
We're not questioning this.
The arm's all bandaged up, where they said the demonic arm from that calamity is, but, you know, it's fine. Whatever.
Hey, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sorry, I'm busy. Try someone else.
Excuse me. My name is Eleanor, and I'm an exorcist on patrol with the Abbey. I was wondering if I could
crying.
solicit your honest opinion about how this town is being run.
Oh, I didn't realize there was an exorcist with you. Yes, please tell the Abbey
We do
we
it all.
want Lady Teresa back. Her governance was strict, it's true, but at least we could live in safety. Now, all the exorcists run off to the Faldi's ruins and leave us here in the lurch. They value some dusty, faraway ruins over the lives of the good, hardworking citizens here. It's just wrong. We've always
It's
been
just
cooperative with the
wrong.
Abbey's demands, and now this is what we get in return.
I see. The Abbey appreciates...
That's not. Like, alright, we'll pass it on to the Abbey. We're not really Abbey. It's like, what? Nothing. I meant to whisper that to Velvet.
Poor.
Are you?
That small boy looks familiar.
Medusa raised her daughter Diana.
Murdered?
The exorcists.
It's just me.
Once Diana caught the demon blight.
Sure, it was with
That
one of the
damn-
Abbey.
How cruel.
I felt just terrible. But Medusa, she just kept on screaming.
What happened after that?
I wouldn't
Wait
have
a
been
minute.
surprised to see an exorcist.
Recept?
I think
That was certainly...
Medusa, but the Abbey.
Alright. I understand.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
If you go north from Hellebes,
Makes
you'll come
sense.
upon the Faldi's ruins.
On your way.
Mainly, but between you and
A prison.
Heavens no! The demons they kill on sight. No, not long ago.
Why do you think the Abbey would use
there
the
another
ruins?
Who knows?
Damn it.
What? I do now.
Oh, I
Leave
want
me
to get my
alone.
surfboard ability here.
Ah.
I just saw where it is. Go up there again. I need to be able to surf through the cold, icy winds of this
Oh
place.
my god! Generating target.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing?
Match the three target's expressions. Fuck. Miss. Match. Miss.
There we go.
What the hell is this?
Fuck.
What?
Nope.
Oh, you
Match.
can't change the freaking camera angle when you're surfing.
Nope. Nope. Match. Damn it, I'm not getting this because I'm too impatient. Damn it! Damn it! Just, I'm so impatient. I just don't care.
Smiles, they kind of look like Titans.
Don't fucking say that, cause that's no. Don't you go there.
I just watched a new episode, John.
Same here.
It was good.
It was.
Like how I knew he did that.
I didn't, to be honest. I don't know what that show is turning into, because, like, go back, like, 20 episodes, and it was like, oh, Aaron has the ability to control Titans. Now it's like, oh, the King has the ability to wipe memories.
Spoilers!
On. I don't even know what I'll win. Probably just coins for this. Oh, I didn't want to do it again, son of a bitch.
Just spam it.
I do, and it doesn't get me anywhere.
Oh, he hit me.
Oh, god damn it, I keep hitting it so fast, I keep fucking starting again. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of looking at your weird identical faces.
I'm not entertained.
Damn it!
Aw.
Not even hard. Just impatient. Fuck! God, son of a bitch! No, I don't want to do advanced. I can't even fucking do novice. Son of a
Look at
bitch.
advanced.
Oh, God!
Oh god.
Oh, what the fuck?
It is advanced.
Did you have a stroke?
Are you just brute forcing it?
Yeah, I'm just getting the fuck out of here. Feeling better
Oh,
now?
God.
Yeah, totally.
Oh.
Fucking God almighty. Fuck out of
What'd
that.
you get for that?
Nothing. Probably more fucking
John,
coins if I
hack
do.
the game so you win that.
That's not possible.
What do you mean, John? It's not possible.
Well, I mean, it is. It's just I don't have that kind of time.
He
You got time to
does.
finish it. You got time to do that then.
You're right.
Cause I can tell you right now,
I
I'm
can't
still
believe-
Scary.
ahead of
Well,
you
the one
guys.
I wish it could have just
It's
been
only
more
easy.
fucking,
I
like,
don't
diner
think
dash
what makes it
style.
a daughter?
That's...
Yeah.
So, Diana was a girl turned demon who was killed by an exorcist. And her mother Medissa hated the Abbey for it.
I mean, what was it?
And the
I thought it
Abbey
was like
is
a
using the
40-hour game, which means
Faldi's
I still got
ruins
like
up
another
north as a
12 to
prison
go.
camp.